Hello everybody, Agent P1129 here again, and today we are doing something totally different than my usual uploads thing. Today we are doing a Weird Thomas Faces video throughout the whole series. So hope you enjoy. Well, first up we got this image. It's from The Great Race. I don't know exactly what part, but it's from The Great Race. As you can probably tell, this is Thomas, but he has a little green splatter on the edge of it. This is somewhere in The Great Race. I haven't seen the full Great Race, sadly enough. I know all the songs, I've seen all the songs, but seen some clips of it, seeing the Unlucky Tug's thoughts on it. So, I've seen some of it, not much, but this is somewhere from The Great Race. Okay, now we have this picture of Rusty from Rusty and the Boulder. This is when a stone slab falls on the ground. I used to be terrified of this scene. I don't know why. It's probably the face. So that's all I have to say about this one. Okay, here's this next one is, it's a picture from the Railway series. Sorry about my voice. Sorry about my thinking there. It's a picture from the Railway series. But this might be perfectly normal to you. But then when you realize, this is Thomas. The reason this really sparked to me is because those eyebrows, so bushy. Thomas never had eyebrows like that. Never, ever, ever. That's why I think it's weird. Okay, this next one is another Railway series thing. I'm pretty sure this is Donald or Douglas. But this face is priceless. It's awesome looking. Just, how could you not laugh when drawing this? Well, this was actually, fun fact about this was originally going to be my, current channel icon. But it isn't, so that's all I have to say about that one. Okay, so for this next one, I think this is for Day Out with Thomas. I think that's supposed to be Henry and Thomas or Edward. I'm not exactly sure, but Henry's face is the main reason, but I couldn't disclude Thomas/Edward's. So that's all I have to say about this one. Okay, this next one is a little bit blurry, but sorry about that. But this is from Break Van. This is from right about when, but this is when Edward comes in and they're talking to, and Sir Tom is talking to Douglas. That you can see there's just this one guy staring ominously into the camera, which is quite strange, and you could also pass this as quite creepy. His head looks like it fell off once, so that's pretty funny. Looks like it was super glued back on, and this is just weird because there's actually a minifigure of Ringo Starr, and that has tons of detail in it. But this one is just bland and doesn't have much, so that's what I've got to say about this one. Okay, next up is a one from James from The Adventure Begins. And really all I have to say about this one is, somebody has to be the favorite, the one that everybody wants to see. Stupid. Okay, this next one is Thomas, another CGI Thomas. There are some model series Thomases coming up. Well, I don't know exactly where this is from. I just found it when searching. I can't remember exactly what it's from. It might be from The Great Race. Can't remember. But I saw this and I'm like, this has to be in the video. Okay, this next set of people are from, I can't remember exactly where, but they are in, I'm pretty sure this is a picture of season 5 through 6, but if I'm wrong, just correct me in the comments. But it's just of 3 little boys, and they all have extremely weird faces. Okay, this next one is from Peter Sam and the Refreshment Lady. This is the face that Peter Sam has when the Refreshment Lady, when he first sees the Refreshment Lady. So there's not much to say about this. It's a pretty classic face, but that's all. Okay, moving on. Same narrow gauge topic, but this is from a Blue Mountain mystery book. There's just this one scene, I think it's Thomas talking to Rusty, and you just see Rheneas puffing in the background. That's where this face comes from. Okay, moving on. Here is a face of Donald or Douglas from The Missing Christmas Tree. This is from a top-down angle. I'm pretty sure this is... That's why it's a skew. I'm pretty sure this might be a camera developed picture. So that's kind of why it's askew, but this is another really classic face, but it's just, I need to mention this. This next one is a little depressing. So, this is a face of a engine being scrapped, but this is like the most depressingest, sad face that ever exists in Thomas. Okay, this next one is very hard to notice in the show. But this is from Duck Takes Charge, when the engines are gathered around the Timoth sheds, and Sir Thomas talking to them. This is what Duck's face looked like. I just felt like mentioning this because it should be mentioned. This next one is another sad face. Wow, 3 sad faces in a row. But this one just, oh my god, I'm going to have so much trouble with this name. If I'm wrong, this is Stanley, the original Smudger, I think. Now, this guy just looks like, for some reason, reminds me of Lord Stinker. He just looks weird, like his lip is pushing up on the metal bit. He's just this picture is just very strange. Okay, this next one is this is the only CGI Murdoch face. The only CGI Murdoch scene, and literally, in that scene, a face was good enough to make this list. I can't believe it. Moving on to the topic of only CGI faces. This is one of the only CGI faces that Stepney ever made. It's from the one episode where Rosie is pulling the sugar cars and sugar explodes all over Stepney. But, again, I can't believe a picture of this made it onto the list. Okay, moving on. This is another magazine picture, or maybe book picture. I think this is from a Hero of the Rails book, but this is just a really weird picture of Spencer. Moving on to another picture, we have a weird O-face Donald. This is from the same picture as creepy worker man before, but this is another pretty classic face. So I'm not saying this is bad in any way. If it's hurting some of the original season 1 and 2 fans, so I'm not trying to mean that in any harmful way. Well, that's all I have to say about this one. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the last Railway Series one, but this is a picture of James from the cover of James and the Diesel Engine. From James, whatever. So, that's really all I have to say about this one. This is a pretty generic James sad face. Cutting it close to the last couple of guys, the rest of these will be model series. So this guy, you probably have no idea who he is and where he's from, but this is a troublesome tanker. You probably know him from The Adventure Begins. But he did appear in the model series in one episode. Toad Stands By. I like that episode only because of that one thing. It had the troublesome tankers. So any picture of the troublesome tankers are extremely rare to come across. So I'm lucky I found this, but they always had such weird faces. That's really all I have to say about these guys. Here is one you have probably expected from the start. This is Thomas says, "Oh my god, just saw a ghost face," from the beautiful episode known as Percy's Ghostly Trick. So that's really all I have to say about this guy besides memes. Okay, you have probably 100% expected this one to be on the list no matter what. Oh, face! My voice wasn't auto-tuned there, it just sounded so auto-tuned. I meant to say, oh, face! Oh, face. Oh, face, oh, face, oh, face, oh, face, oh, face, no, face, oh, face, oh, face, oh, face, oh, face, oh, face. Oh, face! Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. So, thanks for watching, and have a good day.